Hello you guys, I hope you're having such a good day. I want to start this video out by saying this is not going to be the typical pack and prep. It is currently 4:21. We leave in 12 and a half hours from now and my life could not be more chaotic. I feel like I normally have so much things like prepped and together by now. I feel like I'm ahead of schedule. I'm not just getting ready for the day. But man, there has been so much going on. So I've been trying to figure out in what order all of these are coming out. I think you guys are seeing this right after we're coming back from the cruise. And if you guys are new to the channel, you probably obviously didn't know, like I haven't been here, but I have been shedding. I have been pretty MIA. I feel like I'm typically pretty consistent with my videos, but I have been on the struggle bus. There has been a lot going on. So I'll kind of explain how we're starting because I think it's gonna kind of carry into the video of how chaotic everything is. Because if you want like a very type A organized video of like packing and prepping for Walt Disney World, I will link those videos down below. I think this might be the most real and authentic video I'll probably ever come out with because my life is in shambles. Like literally, look at my counter. I'm not normally like this. I'm normally way more put together than this. I normally have my stuff together. I'm usually by this time like tidying things up. Video's already filmed. Car is loaded up or ready to go. But that is definitely not the case. And because we've been putting in a pool. So it's been really, really fun. It's been a really fun experience. And this is the second time we've actually built a pool. We built a pool in our last house and loved it, and we use the exact same pool builders. There's a couple different contractors this time, but a lot of the same, and it's been really good. However, construction kind of dominoes, and we had a couple things that have come up with the house, and now even more things are coming up in the house. So we're having to get a couple things repaired. We had some water damage from the rain, minor, like they were able to like fix it in a day or two. It wasn't a big deal, but we just have had so much going on that now my life is chaotic. So I think though, if I'm gonna talk about these things and I'm gonna be you're gonna be seeing this more in real time, but then like the construction kind of started in March. And we started with clearing some of our land, and it's gonna like be this whole series that you guys will get to see after these Disney vlogs. But I didn't want you guys to have to wait on more Disney because I feel like that's kind of the fun, right? Going from a Disney cruise and going to the parks and having all the fun things. I would rather give you more Disney things in real time because it's gonna make more sense. Construction is construction. Construction can wait a second. But you guys, it turned out so good. So I thought before we start filming our video, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of how everything has turned out. It's about 90% done. Well, no, I would even say more than 98% done. We're waiting on two things. We're waiting on one more cabinet for our outdoor kitchen. They got to finish putting our grill together. We had to wait for some parts, the lines and stuff like that to get hooked up. But it's all going to be done the week after we get back. They really wanted, we kept telling them, you can do this when we're gone. You can be here when we're gone. It's not a big deal. And the contractors are like, no, we really want to make sure you're here in the sense that if there's anything wrong or anything, because I'm change order genie and I like to change things and upgrade things and, you know, have my own little opinions on things, which then probably holds them up. So they definitely want me to be here to make sure that everything's okay. So, and they're going to come back. We actually hired this set of contractors to work on the house and they've been doing some things for us and we've been having some air conditioning ventilation issues and we worked on a lot of it today and they're working on it again when we get back. But that's, I mean, it's just boring stuff. Okay, so I think before I go any farther though, I think I should go ahead and get my hair up because we have work to do. I'm not even gonna blow dry my hair, which is so not healthy to put your hair up when it's wet. It just can damage. So I'm going to, I think, loosely put it up, get a top knot on top of my head. I'll bring you guys outside and then I started doing things a little bit different. So if you guys want a video, super authentic, chaotic, maybe a little chaotic, but also too, if you are one that like waits till the last minute, I think this is gonna be a really great video for you. Plus I'll share all the things that I bring, maybe that are a little bit more unique, not just like pajamas and outfits and this and that. I'll show you how I pack everything and what's kind of like the essentials for me, like bringing 2 different kinds of deodorant. I know that sounds crazy. I'm not a huge overpacker, but 2 different deodorants are sometimes necessary. So I'll explain all the things here in a little bit, but if you want a good video, this is gonna be a good one for you. This is gonna be a very different pack and prep video, but it's gonna still have all of the essentials, how I'm doing everything. And then I'll also spill some deets along the way because I don't think I even talked much about this trip. We were actually supposed to go mid-July when we always are there, and I feel so bad. Some of you guys have even reached out and like, we changed our dates and we're gonna be there when you're there. And then I had to change it last minute. And I felt so bad, you guys. So I'm so sorry. The people who changed their dates and then wanted to meet up with me, I am so sorry. One day. I typically never have to change dates on trips, and I always want to see you guys. So I will try and not have this happen again. But with everything going on, the water damage, more water damage, it just got a little chaotic. It wasn't a good time to leave. It was like everything was wrapping up and it was not a good time to leave. So I'm happy that we changed it and we got better hotels. We got really, really lucky. We are staying at some really, really, really good hotels, and I'm giving you guys 3 room tours. We're staying at 3 hotels this trip. So if you are a resort hopper of any kind, this is gonna be a good video for you. Whew. It is so bright. Hold on. It is like I live in a dungeon, and then you come outside and it is like intensely bright out here. Okay, so you can see we have a lot of decking. I don't want to show you guys too much, but we have a lot of decking. And then in here is kind of the outdoor kitchen, but it has turned out so nice. Okay, so let me spill a little bit. I feel like I'm showing you guys a lot. Like before construction even starts and everything, I feel like I'm showing you guys like too much, but I can't hide things. I don't do well like hiding things. I don't do well keeping secrets. It's not my strength. But this took the pool itself took 20 days. It was so fast. They built our last pool in 28 days. This pool is a lot larger than our last pool. My biggest thing is I didn't want it to look small and such a big yard, but it looks so good. It's so good. I don't know if you guys can see, you probably can't see my countertops, but I'll show you. I shouldn't be showing all of this, but can you kind of see these? It's called quartzite. Quartz you can't have outside. It's not a natural stone, so it can get yellow and dingy and that. I'm sorry, you can probably hear the air conditioning running, but it's a beautiful natural stone. It's up there with like marble. It's above granite. It's beautiful. This was a big upgrade for me, but I really wanted it, and I wanted it to be cool to the touch. This does get a lot of shade over here, which is why we put this over here. But it's so nice. And then 2, it's a pergola, but it has, can you kind of see like there's stuff up there? It's kind of like plasticky plexiglass that's meant to be outside. And it's tinted, so then when you're outside and the sun's on it, it won't be like direct sun. You can be out here when it rains, but then, showing too much. But then we have like a huge bar over here. It's turning out so good. It's turned out really good. And the yard, we've been slowly getting back together. You can kind of see a link in there. Been slowly get back together. But now when we get back, they'll kind of take care of all this. Okay, I think that's all I need to show you. Back to the intense sun. Oh my gosh, it is so bright. But can you kind of see? It turned out so pretty. Come on, Link. Do you remember how I'm literally having to climb over things right now? This is insane. I need to open up the curtains. But I said when I was filming, or when I was gonna start filming this video, I was talking with my husband. My husband's like, don't you want to clean up the house? I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna be real and authentic here. When I tell you this is not aesthetic at all, and we are literally going to turn it around, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Listen, I've literally started on this, okay? Like this isn't like I haven't been working on it. I have been working on it, but I'd rather it be, let me set you guys down. I would rather it be that it would just be authentic and real, because like, here's the thing. This looks so nice. Here's the thing. I feel like this is a very real thing. Like, I feel like this is just what happens. And 2, we decided to not fly because If we needed the extra time, we needed the extra time. If something was going on, we needed to come back. We were planning on flying up until like 2 weeks ago. And like we just still didn't book tickets and there was so much going on. So we're driving from Texas to Central Florida. We've done this like the last like 3 summers though. And it just happens to work out. And it is nice because we kind of hold the control a little bit more, but like we need to get life together. Okay, so let's get into the packing situation, okay? We're leaving Sunday, tomorrow, and we are traveling then the full day. We do all 16, 18 hours like nonstop. We've also had some like tropical weather. So here's the thing. When we're Disney Vacation Club owners, I know you guys like all the details. We're Disney Vacation Club owners. We own at Riviera. We are not going to get there. We're projected to get there. If we leave at 5 in the morning, we're projected to get there at like 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Okay. We have a good amount of points, but also too, it's kind of a waste of points. It's like wasting a night at a nice hotel, right? Like why use your points? Why spend the extra money on a big fancy hotel when you're not going to use the amenities? We're staying at a value resort. We love value resorts. Typically, before we were Disney Vacation Club owners, we would stay at value resorts because it's just our jam. You know, you get a lot of bang for your buck. You get all the perks. Like it's a no-brainer, right? So every time we do this, we stay at a new value resort so we can experience it. Because at least then we have the night, get you guys a room tour, we try the food, walk around. It's great. And then the next day we head over to our next hotel, which I'm not spilling that beans. We'll wait on that. But we're going to a new hotel that I've never even seen, never been to. I am excited, okay? So we're going to have one night at the value resort. And I need to have just essentially an overnight bag. So this is what I do. Essentially, this is our overnight bag. So this is just a packing cube. Because we're staying at 3 resorts, packing cubes are kind of great. If you want another example of how I do all of that, my last pack and prep for the cruise, last year's Disney World, I did like this. And then also our girls trip. We literally stayed at 3 different resorts, hopped around Disney World for like 4 days. It was wonderful. But I did everything in packing cubes. So you're not fully unpacking. So we're going to have essentially a bag for each resort. Leave it in the car. We don't have to take it up. Even too, if you're flying in your park or your resort hopping, have it in separate bags. If you can do everyone in one bag for one hotel and then everyone in another bag for another hotel or 2 or whatever you need, then you literally don't have to unpack that bag. But then if you have a neutral bag is what I call it. This is my overflow bag. This will be for merch that we'll bring home, guaranteed. But then also to our overnight bag, it's a multi-purpose, right? So there's definitely going to be room in the suitcases for all of this, but instead of like for the one night of like bringing it into that room, I can honestly just take that duffel bag out of the car and then go in. Or Disney can go ahead and hold it for you at guest services or at Bell Services. And then when you're ready to switch resorts, they will transfer it for you. They will transfer all of your things for you. It's a wonderful service. But then you don't have to lug extra luggage all around, especially when you're going for a longer period of time like we are. I think this one's a week. So it's not like our normal summer trips where we go 10 days, 14 days, stuff like that. This one isn't as bad. This one's just a week. We're going Saturday to Sunday. No, Sunday to Saturday. There we go. So that's what I got in this. So this has their pajamas, their change of clothes, stuff we'll wear to the resort that night. I'll do our toiletries and that in this bag. But essentially, like, we can leave everything else bundled up, but then everything else can just be unpacked of whatever we need just for that night. Am I making sense? I feel like my dyslexia is a little out of control today too. I think it's because of all the things. So I'm very aware that sometimes I will say so many things and I'm jumping around. I'm dyslexic and I have a little bit of ADHD and I can be a little bit chaotic. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Jeannie. Change order Jeannie these days. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate everything again. The only thing that I don't have in here is my clothes. So essentially, like, this is our last days going home. So our going home bag. I also, on our last night, we're heading out the door the next morning to travel back home. I like to keep that in its own separate packing cube. I will show you all this when it's in a bag, and it'll probably make more sense. But so I'll have the overnight bag for the first hotel, and then a hotel 2 I'll have in a bag, and then hotel 3 I'll have in a bag, and then for the last packing cube, I will have it to where it's our last night. So we can essentially pack up all of our suitcases and then have one last packing cube for our change of clothes for the next morning. Excuse me. Our change of clothes for the next morning. So I'll show you. It'll make more sense. But then also too, I kind of set everything out in order. We'll go through everything. Let me get this tidied up. And then I want to also show you how I kind of prep everything in my closet, because I need a day or two to marinate like my outfits. Like I can pick everybody else's outfits, no problem. I'm also just realizing I'm missing an Amazon order. And there's a storm coming. I'm hoping the storm can not get the Amazon person wet, but I totally dig a good storm. Also very much feeling the fall vibes. It was very summery here, but still, this is ridiculous. Okay. Ring it in, Jeannie. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me pack all this up, because as of yesterday morning, this little collection here is literally all I had packed. Like that's it. Like little Disney jewelry, my bag for my mini bag, my hair clips, some new sandals, because these I wear instead of wearing, listen, you might be a little crooked here. Instead of wearing actual tennis shoes. Now I am a person who is on their feet all the time, but if you are a comfortable shoe person, you need the support, you need the comfort, but you are a flip-floppy gal, these are wonderful. These are Amazon dirty cheap, like dirty cheap, super inexpensive. I love them. I'm going to be wearing them probably while I'm getting ready. I should have started wearing them yesterday, but since they're new, I'll wear them in the house and kind of break them in. But then also to, what am I trying to say? I need to break them in a little bit, and then I will pack them. I will wear them pretty much every day. I also have extra shoes, so just in case. I never put all my pigs in one blanket. That was kind of a funny saying. I never put all of my ducks in a row. That's also weird saying. I'm struggling. Maybe I need coffee. Also, fun fact, I haven't had coffee in like a week and a half. Like, it's nuts. The kids' water shoes, because we're going to Typhoon Lagoon. I'm also hoping we're going to Blizzard Beach. We'll see. And also, too, make sure you're subscribed if you haven't ran already. If you haven't ran already, I would encourage you guys to subscribe, because this is going to be a very, very, very different trip. A very different trip. This is, I don't see many, not that I watch every person's vlog ever who goes to Disney World, but I watch a good chunk. I've been doing this for a pretty long time. We're literally going to private parties every single night. Besides one. Literally besides one. Every park day that we're doing it in a very different way. So if you don't know what the private parties are about, make sure you're subscribed, because I don't need to do lightning lanes, chaos. I'm going to be sitting, chilling, not waiting in much lines, and eating a free Mickey bar and free popcorn and pop or soda or juice or fruit bars or whatever. You get all that free. And plus, you don't have to do the lightning lanes and all the chaos and everything that Disney's kind of become. It makes life so much easier. And it's a little bit more than the normal park tickets. But again, you're saving because you don't have to do like Genie and lightning lanes. And then you still don't have to wait in Chris line. I'll show you other things. But I would subscribe, because this is going to be a really cool trip. I've been so excited to do these because they're so much fun. And then we're doing it again in October. Okay, let's try and figure out today. Let me get this going. Let me stop being so chatty, and let's get some of this cleaned up. Okay, so I'm just finishing up kind of getting everything set. And you're like, Jeannie, what do you have in here? This is a pop-up hamper. I'll link everything that I can, because I definitely have my favorites in particular, okay? Things that work and last 10 years and things that don't, that was probably $2 at Walmart. Like, I'm telling you, I have literally found the holy grail things that just work so well for us. Like, it's definitely, everybody has their own opinions of how they like things, but they work really well for us. These are just little what you saw me just folding up. They're just little drawstring backpacks, like El Cheapos. Like, we get them on the cruise, we get them for Disney Vacation Club. They have good stuff, but I mean, honestly, just like the drawstring, like free backpacks that you get, my kids like to bring these down to the pool and that, so they have like their own things. I'm starting to make a list of all the things that I still need to grab, and that's kind of essential for me, is just tallying up what I still need to grab so I don't forget things. I've started to set things out in places to where I'll remember then to grab it. Like, my husband needs to grab, I don't know, he grab socks. So he just like grabbed a bunch of socks and set them up here because we didn't need to forget them. But like the kids' swim shoes. So like Typhoon Lagoon, the water parks, at the pool hotels, like that decking gets hot. One thing with us, we got what's called Cool Deck. And it's really nice because it keeps the concrete way cooler, especially for how much decking we have. We have 2,000 square feet of decking. Like, it's a lot of decking, but I wanted it a whole nother extension of outdoor living in all these different places. You'll see that. And after this Disney vlog, you will see, I literally share the contractors, every single little thing. I'm literally showing you how they do a pool, everything. And it just started to rain, so I'm like feeling the vibes. And this is a very weird angle, so I'm sorry. But what I was saying is that the decking gets really hot. And so these are allowed on the water slides and that. They're soft bottoms, but these save your feet. Why I've never bought these for myself, I don't know. Probably because I'd rather not have a tan line. That sounds so stupid, but it's really true. But I love them. So if you are one that like, you have sensitive feet, and that my feet are made of Hercules feet. Like, they are very, very strong feet because I'm on my feet all day with my job. This is a mesh pool bag. Yeah, it's like downpouring right now. It's a mesh, I can show you. It's a mesh tote bag. But essentially, I got this for our cruise for go to the new private island. Oh, I still even have a little seashell in here. So cute. But what I liked about it is like the sand can be shaken out of here. Has little like waterproof like pouches. This was like $10. But you know what? Sometimes you don't need to spend a ton of money to just have like the functional things. I wouldn't normally bring that to the pool, but like Typhoon Lagoon has sand. I can like shake the sand out of it. It works really, really well. It worked great for the trip. And then also too, I know this is bad. I need to go grab a couple more things here. I'll bring you in the kitchen in a sec. But I bring straws. I can't hang with the cardboard straws. I cannot. I will not bring these to Animal Kingdom. I know we cannot have them with animals, okay? But you can even go to Joffrey's, like a Joffrey stand, like at the little like end of the kiosk there. They have like the cream and sugar and all the little things, you know, napkins. They have straws there. You can grab the bamboo straws. Straws. I know that's probably so bad, but I bring straws, and then I forgot I need to go put my liquid IVs in here. If you guys saw my cruise vlogs last time, I will never not bring a hydrator of some kind. They typically always have Powerade or something that you can get as a fountain drink at a restaurant or wherever, or the bottles of Powerade to at least like give you a quick hydration, something. It's not perfect. Sometimes I feel like if you're dehydrated, you can get really dehydrated really quick, and it's gonna be hot. Like, even just going on vacation to Florida, the South, Minnesota, you can get dehydrated if you're outside too much, you're in the heat, you're not drinking enough water. It's a slippery slope. And I went down that slippery slope on our cruise in the last day, and it was very, 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 very hard. And I didn't find it till 9 o'clock that night of finding something for hydration. The only thing I literally could get was coconut water, and it was disgusting. And I paid $8 for it, but I could not find it. And then they helped me at the end, and it was wonderful. If you go on a Disney cruise, you need some hydration, do room service. They can bring it to you on the balcony. They can bring it to you by the pool, and they will find it anywhere on the ship that had it. And the restaurants ended up having it. Cabanas didn't. But the actual restaurants, they will go into the restaurants and get it for you. But what I'm saying is so important is to have something to fill. You can get free water, but I like these because they're collapsible, and then they also have a carabiner. We usually just bring two because the kids might share, I might share. It's usually, like, I'm not that worried, right? And then I will have this, which I need to put these back in. But I need to go grab my Liquid IV, so hold on one second. So one of the things in the closet had some water damage on this, like, exterior wall here. So my closet is not feeling normal. I'll give you guys a little spin here. I got to put it back together a little bit yesterday, but I don't have any of, like, the shelves and the cabinets and all the storage and that back in here. But I wanted to show you, this is kind of what I do for my clothes. So I set them out by day. And I put them honestly in order, and it makes the biggest difference. This is, if you take one tip, have it be this, because I work on this all week. I worked on this a lot yesterday because I was running really behind, but I will start like setting, just even if you have a tiny section like this, like you don't need a lot of space. Like if you can clear off like this much room in a closet, you do it for everyone. And it's just like, you know, you want to bring this, you don't want to bring this. Oh, you're doing laundry. You want to like hang it up here. So you just have a place to collectively do it. And then what I do was I start accessorizing it. So normally I'm type A in the sense that I like to pack 2 weeks early, a week early, even 5 days early. This day I'm packing 12 hours before we leave. But at least I have this portion done of, I literally have my clothes for the next morning, which I will now set here because this is, I'll get dressed in here tomorrow and it'll be ready to go. But then all of this then is ready for the next set of days. So this I'll kind of put over a swimsuit, which I thought I had that swimsuit hanging up, but now I don't know where it is. Anyways, I will have everything kind of set out here. I have my bags. I have my ears. Like if you're someone like me that kind of likes to create like fun little outfits or fun little things, I'm trying to do more accessorizing with Disney with like ears and bags, and then wearing more normal clothes. Does that make sense? I trust me, love my Disney clothes, but sometimes it's just a little bit more comfortable to wear these like athletic dresses. Like it's just been my tried and true for the last like 4 years now. I just like them, but I think I have more fun doing it this way. So I ordered one more dress on Amazon because I really wanted to wear my Figment bag. I have not used it yet. I got it last summer for my birthday and I love it, but I need to use it, right? So that was my goal this trip, is that I was going to try and use more stuff that I've never used before. But that's essentially what I do, is I kind of bring it all, put it all together. I put my pajamas, maybe extra clothes in that here in the back, which I think I'm definitely going to do. I think I'm going to swap out this dress because that covers maybe a pattern a little bit more. I'll pop that one. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I like to have everything kind of collectively here. My undergarments, all of that stuff I've already put away in another bag that's already like packed. But I'm going to grab this stuff. And what I do for me, which I know sounds slightly annoying, is that I do something special different for myself, is that I put the outfit that goes with each bag in that bag. Does that make sense? So like this whole outfit, the dress, the shorts, everything is going to go in this lounge fly. Isn't that so cute with Donald? So this is an outfit for Magic Kingdom. I have all the bag ready. I have it all hanging in the hanger. The ears, I'm trying to make it a little different of stuff that, because I can get kind of repetitive with what I do. But yeah, I'm going to sit in here, probably get everything packed up in here. And then I will bring the bags, because that's not all I have to carry, and put those in the bags. I'm going to put the bags in the bags, if that kind of makes sense. Figured we could do a little Amazon unboxing. I just got quite the delivery. What do we have? Okay, so this is the Figment dress. This is the dress that I picked out from Amazon. I'm hoping it fits because they didn't have the bigger size, and I always go bigger than smaller. Yeah, this will be fine. But isn't it so cute? I mean, if I don't end up wearing it, it's because it doesn't fit, and I do not feel like trying it on. I'm going to try it on because otherwise I need to find something else to bring. But I think this is so cute. See, with the little white details, it was cheap. And then it has the shorts. These are shorts. Short shorts. But I like them. And then they have the little pockets on the side. They're like tennis dresses. And I think you're supposed to put your tennis balls in those pockets. But listen, she holds a phone real well. With this tropical storm, I'm anticipating to get a little bit more rain than normal. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought another black dress. Okay, I did buy a backup. I really liked the shape of this. It was very like, I kind of dig this. It's more like fitted up top and then kind of flares out, which is every girl's dream unless you're really hippie. But I'm literally negative in my hips. Negative. My hips go like this. Not like this. They go like this. It's It's ridiculous. But I got this. It was really thin. So I'm going to bring this as a backup, which then I can use my Mickey balloon backpack. It's just for Epcot Day. So it's not the perfect outfit, but listen, I think it's going to be really, really comfortable and it's lightweight. I'm actually really happy I bought that because this is a good find because it doesn't have the seam on top. I will be wearing these shorts with other things. Hopefully it all fits. Hopefully it all fits because Jeannie is quite bloated. And this, Blake, please press on nails. Because we're getting more rain, this is what I was saying, is I bought these for our trip to Boston. I can't find it. I probably gave it away, knowing me. But they're little travel umbrellas. So the kids are now at that age to where, see, they have like a little holder. I really like these. But they're small. Like, they're really small. They're not heavy. But they're perfect for, like, single person. I mean, you can fit two, like an adult and a child, or, like, two people, but your shoulders might get a little wet. But I literally bought them for each of us. I used to have umbrellas for all of us, and you know how that goes. They slowly disappear. None of this is necessary. You do you, boo. You get the things that make you happy. You buy nothing, and if that makes you happy. You don't have to go and spend a ton of money. Is this, oh, because it's a longer strap. Yeah, you can wear it like a purse. That's what it is. I'm like, why is the strap getting longer? Yeah. Okay, so see how you can wear it like a little purse, and it adjusts. I mean, it would be for an adult to be like this, but my daughter would totally wear a crossbody. This is hers. But see, so I got everybody a different color. Again, I think they were like $15 on Amazon, but they're nice quality, which is what I like. So I got Brody the bluish, like slatish blue, probably the green. Yep. I thought this is a really pretty green. And it's a nice case. Like, it's a sunglass case size. This is a really big case, but this is my husband's sunglass case, okay? But like, look at, they're around the same size as like a sunglass case. Can you tell? They're like pretty much the same size. Love it. They're great. And they're like hard like this, right? So like, these are great options. And then again, I got one for myself, and I think I just got the black. I was gonna get the like tan, but I wear more black. A little dark side. I like more black. I am a black aesthetic. This is where my husband gets annoyed with me because he's like, you don't even know what you order. I do in the moment. Oh, no, actually. Oh God, I thought I almost just broke a nail. I know what it is. Okay, when we were in Salem last year, okay, that was such a good trip. I'm in love with the East Coast. Is this whole thing? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to just put a picture of it on the screen here. But they had it on sale. It's huge. It is, if I can find the footage, I'll pop it here on the screen, but I'll at least show you what it is on Amazon. But it's a 10-foot inflatable pumpkin. Tell me my front yard does not need this. Watch for it though, because it goes 30% off. It was, I think, normally $130, but then 30% off. Like, that's a good deal. And see, it like lights up inside. I really didn't buy that much for this trip. I mean, typically, like, when you travel, you kind of have like your own little set of travel things, right? So I have a good amount of stuff, but I mean, sometimes you just need a little refresh of things. So I will pack these. These will go not in the first like overnight bag. It'll go for like hotel number 2. Excuse me, it'll go in that bag. I have to look like a little toddler here. Okay, so I went and grabbed a couple more things. I tried on the dresses and they're really cute, but I'm definitely gonna bring a backup because I'm very gassy and bloated today, like struggling, right? And the black dress is so good. It is so comfortable. The shorts are so good. The dress is so lightweight. It is so good. So my backup option, I'm already bringing the balloon Mickey bag. So, I mean, what's one more? But I thought I could wear that bag and then these ears. The only thing, these ears are a little heavy. I love them. And then also, I've never worn these. But then also too, and I won't look like, it won't look this weird. I'll have my hair done so it'll look better. But then I think also they're hockey pucks. See, for the hockey. I love them. However, I think it'd be better to wear them 'tis the season, right? So maybe instead I'll just bring one more backpack. I'll wear the most comfortable ears because it'll be like pretty much towards that. I mean, we have 1 or 2 more nights after our Epcot night. And these are like the most comfortable. So then it would give my head a little break if I wore these, because if you need a pair of ears and you'll splurge a little bit, I mean, they're the same price as the Parks ears. Maybe actually I think they're a little less. And she typically like does sales, but these are the most comfortable ears. The most comfortable ears. And she makes these by hand. She sent these to me forever ago and they are holding up wonderful. Wonderful. I have no affiliation with her. The only thing, you know, that we've communicated and, you know, become friends online. But at the same time, like, these are so comfortable. Like, so genuinely the most comfortable ears. And then my Ratatouille bag. Remy's in here and it kind of like glows in the dark. So at night, it's so cool, right? Because you'll see him kind of lit up in there. Can you kind of see like the little thing in there? So that's my backup. I'm going to bring this bag also with these ears to wear with the black dress, just in case I'm having another bloated day, because it fits fine. The bigger size would have just been a smidge better. So if I don't end up wearing it, I'll exchange it and get the bigger size. It just was not coming in time and I ordered it yesterday. So it would have been perfect. But in case I'm just feeling a little bloated, let's just be a little bit more comfortable, right? It's all about comfort over cuteness, right? I'm very practical when it comes to that. And then also too, I grabbed my toiletry bag. I made this. I also bought these from a small shop. They stick on here very well. I used fabric glue. They're iron-on, but I also use fabric glue to make sure they like stick. But these bags are from Amazon. They're a great inspired by situation, which was like, I think it was all like $30 to do, maybe 40. Like, it wasn't a lot to do this, and it took me nothing. I did a whole video of making like Disney DIYs. I loved it. I even did like a jacket for my son. He was obsessed with it. So this is going to be my skincare, my travel care, all of my necessities. This is my Parks bag. Now I need to restock her because I use this every single trip, but I have a powdered medicated Gold Bond. Listen, if you have a situation, a friction chub rub situation, the medicated powder is the only way to go. It is the emergency of powders. Does that make sense? Like, when you're in a pickle, you use this, but also you use this so you don't get yourself in a pickle. The friction to vent sticks, I use those for years. They're great too, but the powder, their men's Gold Bond, it's literally where it happens. I also have some like lens cleaner, like it's a hodgepodge in here. The lens cleaner, so I use it for my sunglasses, my camera, all of that. I have an extra hair tie, like 4-wheel drive hair tie. I have some Band-Aids in here. I have more like the little like Disney Vacation Club stuff, but like I need to put blister Band-Aids in here. I need to put like the emergency situation stuff, my medications, all of that. This is easy. So you don't have to bring a whole bag. You just bring this to the bathroom. It has like all of your first aid essential needs. This is what I use for in the parks, but then also too is where I store my Magic Bands, my Magic Band Plus bands. I have multiples in here. Brody has to get a new one because he lost his on the cruise. He, I think, left it in the theater and then just was never found again by the time we got off the ship the next day. So what I like about these is they're wet dry bags. So they're plastic inside. So if you get stuck in a downpouring rain situation, which happens every day in Florida in this summer, this is a great option because like if you have your electronic stuff in here, chargers, cords, phones, cameras, anything like that, it's not, I wouldn't say it's waterproof, but it's pretty dang close. Like pretty dang close. So this is a really, really good option. And then also too, I've recently fallen in love with these. This has its own little guide because we also have a bigger one that goes in here. It's another medicated Gold Bond in case we run out. I mean, we're going for 7 days, 8 days, something like that. So like, we're going to go through it. Like my husband's going to use it. I'm going to use it. Trust me, it will get used every single day, multiple times a day. But also too, like it's wipeable. So any kind of like open situation, I really like these reusable bags. These ones are from Trader Joe's, but Amazon has some great ones too. And then this Jet Set bag, I'm starting to sneeze, I'm sorry. The Jet Set bag, this is what I travel with for my chargers, electronics. So this is my traveling bag. Does that make sense? So in the airport, and again, I'm sorry I'm sneezing, so if you're seeing all these cuts, that's why. While I'm in the airport and traveling, things like that, all of my chargers will all go in this Jet Set bag. This is all of my electronics for that bag, and then this becomes the Parks electronics. I think that winds it up. I still need to grab my like fans. I need to still pack my medicines and that. This is the things that you don't think about, or maybe it's like a little bit more unique. Like you can If you're wondering of what to pack, go through, this is what I do. I go on Etsy and I look up the pack list for Disney World, Disney Cruise, Boston, wherever you're going, right? And it will give you an obscene amount of things on those lists, okay? Make a new list on your phone. On your notes app, you can go ahead and make a list. You can label it on the top. The first line is always for the label. And then you can go ahead and then you can make it a checklist. So just like the little circles on here, and you can start making a checklist of all the things that you need to bring. So customize your own. I literally make one for every single trip. If you're looking at this one, this is the one I think I used for the cruise. And I was able to just like check it off, like super, super easy. But I try and bring my more unique stuff and show you guys that because I feel like I don't need to remind you to pack your underwear. You know what I mean? This is our autograph book. I think this is a really fun option. The autograph books are really expensive. Go to the outlets and find notebooks. This was a really cool notebook. I mean, this is like a piece of my childhood. It's like crusted and dusted, but so was mine as a kid by the time I was done with it. But like my plan is for them to get their autograph for all the characters, right? This one is maybe Pinocchio. I think that one's Stitch. Thumper. Like, there's some Donald Duck, number 1. You probably can't see him, but the autograph is here. And then the picture of when they got this autograph will be right here. So you can tape it. So that's my, like, goal once the kids get older. But then what I do is we label them at the start of a new trip. So that you can see this page is blank, if you can see any of this. But then we start by, let me show you one that you can actually see. But see, it says, this is really hard, but it says Disneyland, what does it say? Disneyland, February 2023. Can you kind of see that? I know it's hard to kind of see, but it kind of starts like that new trip, right? I always do like our family photo in the car, so that's how I thought I could put that up here, and then it's like labeled, and then you can see Mary Poppins is like here. I don't know. You do whatever and get the thicker markers, the bigger markers. Disneyland took our markers because they were worried about graffiti. I've never had that happen with Disney World, but Disneyland did not like our markers. And I think it's maybe because it was a permanent marker. And these are like the metallic ones where you have to like shake. So maybe that was the case. So maybe bring washable. But I like these. So he confiscated them. I found a big pen, and they need a bigger thing to grab onto to sign better. But that's what I would do. If they end up confiscating it, go into the gift shops. I'm sorry. And then just get something else, you know. But that was like the one and all. It literally happened one time. I think in 2023. I don't know. It was strange. This was not necessary. But my daughter got a Ulta gift card for her birthday. This was a little bit more than her $10 gift card. It was $20, but my gosh, it was cute. So Walmart makes these Touchland hand sanitizers. So you don't have to just get the Touchland, but I literally bought it for the case. But is this not so cute? And then it has a keychain on it. So Blakely found it, and I'm like, oh, I have to have one. I guarantee you Brody's going to want to have one for his park bag. I'm super excited. What else do I have up here? Another thing, a hand sanitizer. And I think that's it. This bag I literally will collect all of my ears and put them in here. So I don't think I'm bringing my Hockey Pock ears, but I'll put all my ears and then I put them in here. And it's just an easy way to store them, and I'm always worried about them getting damaged. So that's something easier to work with, if that kind of makes sense. So I think I'm going to finish packing this stuff up. I'm going to run through everything. I'm going to speed through this. I'm going to run through everything with you guys at the end and kind of show you how I did it all, how it's all packed, maybe break it down to where I'm not so ADHD and you can understand these things, because I know this video is very chaotic. So if you're still here, do me a favor, what kind of emoji can we do? I always love this game. If you're coming towards the end, let me think of an emoji to do. But maybe we'll just do the castle. Can we do a castle emoji just for positivity? Let's do a castle emoji if you guys are still here at this point. I don't even know how long we're in here, but let's go ahead and do that. Let me go pack up the rest of my things. I'll show you guys everything at the end here, but we're wrapping up. My house is a little bit more chaotic than I would like it to be, but Jason will be home soon, and he will help with those things while I tidy this up. It's a tag team situation. If you're doing things on your own, I feel you. I've been there, done that too. But it's sometimes you just pick and choose your battles, and we were all feeling very overwhelmed today, and it just became very stressful. And even like finding more things out with the house and that to where it's like unexpected stuff, right? To where you're already coming off of construction, whatever the situation might be. We literally took an hour. I think it turned into longer than an hour. And I told everybody we're going in the pool. We're going and swimming for at least a little bit. It was beautifully sunny outside. We just needed a minute. That might have stressed Jason out more because he's the time manager of our family. But it was just to like take a second, take a break, enjoy the things. And if you got to stay up an hour later to go and have a little bit of fun to give yourself a break, I think sometimes that's necessary. We have been dealing with construction since March. So if that indicates how much there's literally been going on and why I haven't been on here, that's kind of why. I think we just needed a minute because it gets to be overwhelming and I wanted to just enjoy what we've done. So that's what we did. So I think I'm almost done here. I know it looks worse than what it actually is, but I will tidy this up. It will be fine. I will get it done, but I need to power through. So I feel like I made good progress, but I think I'm kind of finishing things up. I want to show you guys a couple little things. So I kind of lay out the suitcases. I ended up just doing one whole suitcase for myself because the bags take up a lot of room, but essentially I'm using the space as like double duty to have it be like my clothes that are in the bags for those outfits like I showed you. But then also the pajamas for that day, whatever, the undergarments, all of that kind of goes into the bag. So essentially, they're packing cubes in a very expensive Disney way, if that kind of makes sense. So that's kind of what I did for myself because I'm the only one that brings the bags, right? Does that make sense? Blakely usually brings her two that she has. But yeah, it just makes it easier. And the stuff that I put in for her bags are any extras. So any extra socks, any extra clothes, an extra set of pajamas, like just the overflow stuff I put in her Loungefly bags because then those are easy to kind of spot. They'll be either free floating or of what's in those bags. So you kind of know what's in it. Essentially, like I said, they're like packing cubes. But I just put them in order, again, of how I'm using them, the outfits for the trips. I still have the same things that I showed you in here, all the overflow stuff for the beginning part of the trip. One thing I did want to show you, this is not the best angle to try and show you, but I like soft luggage because of the pockets and accessibility. I am someone that, like, if I want something, like, I want it now, right? So in the front pockets, I try and utilize them as best that I can. This will be a little bit easier in a very strange angle, but essentially I put like 8 of the ponchos and then water bottles, straws, that kind of stuff. Stuff that we can just transfer over to the next bag. But then also in here, you can see I have the umbrellas. So if I just need to grab them really quick, I have them. And then it'll essentially be the same thing for the next one. I can always pop over to the same pouches to the next bag because this bag is my bag. It was originally set to be day 1 or hotel 2. If that kind of, it's confusing when there's a third hotel in there, you know? And then same thing. So like the kids' stuff, Jason's, and they're all set in order. The shoes are in their own packing cubes. That's kind of all set. The ears I'm going to be putting in mine. So I want to show you something that I did too. This is not the right bag for this because I have another big one, but I need my husband to go grab it for me. But this is a medicine bag. So this is a bag that it's like my grab and go. I have been to the parks. I've gone on vacation where my kids have thrown up. They've gotten a stomach bug. They've gotten the flu. Things have happened. Like life still goes on even when you're on vacation. So it's essential, I feel, to have the right things because then trying to Instacart or things when you need it, like right now, especially if it's in the middle of the night, like there's nothing worse than going through that panic of your loved one, yourself, is going through like misery and they're just so uncomfortable. And if you just had Tums, Gas X, a thermometer to monitor for a fever, things like that, it just would make it a little bit easier. So here's what I bring. An obscene amount of Band-Aids because if you guys know me, I'm very clumsy. And then wet wipes. These go in my park bag, but I also have a pack for in my medicine bag because if I need to just clean up after a little situation, it just makes it easier. And these are the antibacterial. That is key for me. Having ones that are antibacterial. An extra thing of hand sanitizer. And this is just for our medicine bags. And then also blister Band-Aids. I keep this to actually remember which one it is. Sometimes they come in the cases and sometimes they don't. But you can see they're actual blister Band-Aids. Through swimming and everything else, they will stay on. These are amazing. I highly, highly, highly recommend them. Excuse me. Because they're not like the normal Band-Aids, but they're like, they become like new skin, if that makes sense. Also, like some Zofran, that makes a big difference. I am someone that gets nauseous very easy, so having that. Prilosec, and I know these things, like if you're a clean eating person, like I try and have balance, and things like this make my life easier. Tums, all the food related things, because we're not eating our normal diets. Having the right antibacterial cream. I'm allergic to neosporins and things like that, so having like a medicated one that doesn't give me any allergies, because I know I have allergies to things, having the right stuff really makes a difference. More Band-Aids and more dental picks. My gosh, the things, slivers I have picked out with dental picks. Trust me, dental picks come out on top every time. Some New Skin. And then I know I have like the Benadryl, all of that I still have on my nightstand. Cold medicines, flu medicines, any prescriptions, things like that. The headache medicine, bare back and body is a saving grace. Having a heat pad over 35 is a saving grace. And I do the electric ones, and it's, trust me, it doesn't take up much space or weight in your suitcase, but it really makes a difference. And then this is just a cheapy, thermometer. Really, really easy, super inexpensive. Just having something that will kind of help in those situations. Find out the needs that work for you. But like Zofran for me is like the number one. Prilosec is right there. Just having the little things that make it easier. And then also too, a little shower bag. I always bring my own conditioner because I have a lot of hair and so does my daughter. So having that detangling situation of a heavy conditioner makes it or breaks it for me. I can use Disney's everything else. I can use their conditioner too, but I have to use an obscene amount. So it's just easier for me to do this. And then if you're switching hotels, a wet bag like this that just seals up when things are wet, it just makes it easier. And then this is our pool bag. So this has the sunscreens. I just bring the travel sunscreens because they work easier and they're lighter. I have more Band-Aids in here. I also have a liquid IV in here. I have extra space, like a stick for sunscreen for the kids. These are really good too. I think these were on Shark Tank, and they're Boom Boom nasal sticks. Listen, I have really bad sinus issues. This really helps with migraines and that. You just go like that, and holy crap, does it like clear you up. If you are stuffed up, congested, sinusy, even too, if you need like a mint like situation, if mint kind of helps you become less nauseous or anything, these are great little things. I picked them up on Amazon. And then also I have these little pill holders. I think you get 2 for $3. I have Advil in here. It makes a big difference. You can have multiple of these that just to have a little bit of headache medicine, allergy pills, whatever you might need in there. And then this is in my park bag. When we get there, I will probably show you a couple times. Anytime I'm like talking with you guys, I typically will show you what's in my park bags. But this is, again, the necessity. So I restocked it so you guys can kind of see. It has gum. I won't keep it in here because I have medicine stuff in here. Nasal spray, like if I have a headache, if I am outside, I need some like Flonase situation. Little situations. I won't be getting mine on my trip, but I've been in the bathroom and I've seen that girl. I have been that girl asking every random person for a little help, girl to girl. And I always bring them with just in case there happens to be that one person, or I might be that one person. Again, another travel sunscreen. The Gold Bond, the good stuff. I have more of the blister Band-Aids in here, regular Band-Aids, the lens wipes. I have 2 of the little holders, and the reason why I have 2 is because I do one for Advil and like one for something else I might need, or allergy. Usually that's my combination. And then some more non-drowsy motion sickness medicine, because some rides do stir me up maybe. And then a travel deodorant. This isn't going to hold me for the whole day, but if I need a touch up, I love these travel ones by Native. They work great. So I think that's it. Right? I feel like we've talked a lot. This has to be one of the chattiest vlogs. Listen, when I don't see you guys for a long period of time, I'm extra chatty because I don't hold things back. I cannot filter. What you see is what you get. So I just feel like I need to catch up with my besties here. And I feel like that's exactly our FaceTime situation that we've had today. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If there's anything else, I will definitely make sure to share it in the vlogs coming up. I typically do one video per day, start to finish, full day. I'll tell you everything that's going on. I show you my food. I show you all the things. I try and be as open book as I possibly can, but also too, I balance, and I usually have the mornings and some of the afternoons to ourselves if we have nothing going on and we're just like chilling. You don't need to see us just like chilling because that's real life boring, but I will show you all of the good stuff, all of the tips and tricks, all the pros and cons. I don't hold back. I literally try and be as unfiltered as possible, but in a respectful manner. I'm not going to come on here and ever be like, this was horrible. You'll hear and understand with my directness that I would prefer this to not happen, you know, or I wish for a better outcome, or this definitely wasn't it. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit the subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.